Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video and some brand new bad news from Hearthstone. We have some good stuff as well, but overall, just again, another kind of kick in the teeth towards competitive players, towards the entire Battlegrounds community, and just, yeah, overall, just some really crappy stuff. There have been some fixes in Hearthstone though. I'll give you guys an update on, and still, yeah, no word on a balance patch or teasers or anything yet. The second I know about when they're gonna nerf Paladin or Druid or Rogue or whatever, you'll be the first ones to know. I'll let you guys know as soon as I can. And well, if you enjoy the content on the channel, you want to follow and find out that news, please hit that sub button down below. Give the video a like, it helps out a lot. And I just wanted to give just a quick thank you to everybody on yesterday's video. Got so much amazing feedback on it. Kind of opened up a little bit about myself on it and all that. And I just feel comfortable enough, you know, with everyone in our community, a Hearthstone community, to do that. And I just saw a lot of awesome things being shared. If you haven't checked out that video, I really do recommend it. Just a really, I don't know, just me kind of talking about the mental health and stuff in Hearthstone and kind of some stigmas out there I don't love. Anyways, enough about that. What's the bad news in Hearthstone? Well, as you can see, we're on Hearthstone esports in 2024. We've been waiting for an announcement. We weren't even sure if there were going to be another Worlds. It's the 10-year anniversary of Hearthstone. You got to have World Championships. And the bad news isn't that we are losing Worlds. We're actually, it's still happening. But it's not quite the same. It's actually somewhat even worse than last year. Last year, basically there were spring, summer, fall championships. The competitors who did the best there then qualified for Worlds, and then some players were invited through ladder finishes. Now there's only spring and summer. So they took out fall, and each championship has 2 months of like qualification rounds and stuff like that to basically the only way you can get there is you grind the crap at a ladder. You grind the crap at a ladder, and you're probably going to finish like top 5 every season to get there, right? Like you're going to have to completely consume yourself. That's why there wasn't a lot of competition for it last year. There's some really dedicated players out there that worked really hard. Pocket Train, Meaty, a lot of other people, but Pocket Train was the champion. He's already said he's probably not going to do it again. Like it's just not worth trying to go through this crap again. And yeah, it's very similar to last year, except they took a championship out, which means $50,000 that goes to a Masters Tour winner for like the spring, or I guess it would have been for the fall, won't happen. They're actually less money than last year. Last year was $500,000 total for the entire year. This year, it's going to be $450,000. And you might be asking, well, what about Lobby Legends? There's no mention of Lobby Legends here. Ridiculous Hat did confirm there is no more Lobby Legends. There is no first-party competitive Battlegrounds at all. And Lobby Legends was basically, you know, competitive. You the ladder finishes for for Battlegrounds would get you to qualify and you could compete. It was horribly promoted. They never did drops. They never had proper commentators for it. The casters were like, you know, standard focused. You really need to know the Battleground stuff. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to cast that worth a damn. And it kind of showed. It's hard to promote a game when you don't know what you're talking about as well. And overall, it's really sad to see. So Hearthstone esports, of course, tweeted this out, and the general reaction, not good when you have more retweets than likes and all that, and all the replies. We have Baby Bear here with no thanks. We are so stupid for creating expectations. Happy 10th anniversary. Another year of stupid grinding. The biggest mode in Hearthstone, Battlegrounds, not receiving any love. The game is not dead yet. The people Blizzard want to make the game seem completely dead. It's right, like, this last year's been pretty good for Hearthstone. All the numbers, they're all up, like, but everything is like downscaled for promotion. It's so bizarre, but that's kind of a trend thing. I don't know if you saw it with Riot. They're basically just like shutting down support for the most part for Legends of Runeterra, which is one of Hearthstone's competitors. It hasn't been a huge success, but there's a huge, awesome community of Legends of Runeterra players, and you know, it's kind of scary for the card game world where they've been downscaled. I know like Runeterra shut down. There was that DC Dual Force trying to get going. They've already shut down. But Hearthstone's still doing well. Marvel Snap's been doing really well. It's not like card games are dying, but it is scary, right? Like, as someone who's, my livelihood's around Hearthstone these days, it's rough to see. And again, just a lot of negativity replying to this. And I think personally, I think this is probably the last year. I feel like they're not, I feel like if it wasn't the 10th anniversary of Hearthstone, it would have been canceled. I swear they're only doing it because it's 10 years. And the way it lines up, the way these championships line up, it doesn't even look like it'll be at BlizzCon the Worlds again. It'll just be like, you know, the guy on his laptop or webcam, and that also ruins a lot of the hype. So again, pretty crappy news. What else can you do, right? Like, we want this stuff, and the higher ups at Blizzard just don't see it that way. And the other bad news or good news or whatever, basically the known issues forum for Hearthstone has been updated. There's actually a couple more bugs. Yes, more bugs have popped up since that latest disaster patch. There's been fixes, but no, heroic duels still inactive. There's still those issues, but there was some issues with Android devices. School teacher, that card there, Nogglings have no effect when they are taught misfire or heatwave. I guess it can't deal with quick draw for some reason, just doesn't work. But the good news, there is some good news in all of this. There were some fixes. So first, there was a bug partially fixed to prevent Shadestone Skulker. You might have seen that card being played in particular by Dane doing shenanigans, because that's what Dane does, from causing infinite loops. There was just a weird interaction with like double death rattles, or I don't know what it was doing. I think the Necrium Blade card just making it pretty much go infinite, and it would force ties or just screw up the game, right? So that has been partially fixed, they said. The loops have been mitigated, and the remainder of the fix will come in an upcoming patch. So they're saying the card's still bugged in some way. I may have found out on my stream, but I'll keep it to myself because we were playing a certain deck and something happened that shouldn't have been happening, but we'll keep it to ourselves. You can check out my VOD from yesterday if you want to try and dig around. But yeah, at least that infinite loop, if you were worrying about that, I'm more worried about just the bots and all that stuff. That has been fixed, so there's no more infinite loops in the wild. Another big one, thankfully, this is really good for arena players, and arena's been pretty fun with the duels treasures updates. Like, I love arena as long as I'm not facing those cheater decks, those god decks, but I swear, like, every arena runs 2 to 3 and I'm losing my mind. But Kazakhstan will now not just delete your deck. How about that? He will no longer just remove your deck in arena. If he's active, you will now discover 5 duels treasures, and you'll get 2 of each, unless it's like the Kel'Thuzad one, and then is that what it's called? I don't know. The sword that does 4, you get that, it merges, it's 8 cards. I don't know, I'm going into semantics. But Kazakhstan has been fixed. And lastly, that Android issue resolved or whatever. It said an update is available on Android devices to resolve performance issues. This will require a client download from wherever you get your usual updates. So if you're having any issues right now on your Android device, I got my own right here. I actually probably have to do this because I haven't updated Hearthstone in a little bit. I just update it on your phone, and you should be good to go, and the game should run and still have a lot of issues like the dual stuff. And yeah, I mean, today, you know, it's been a kind of a crappy couple of weeks for Hearthstone, really. The mini set meta, not great. A lot of bugs. The Hearthstone esports thing, really rough. Let's just say that I am really, really, really looking forward to what rotation has for us, which should be in like a month or so. Not too long from now, we'll probably hear about it. I would think we'd probably hear rumblings about it shortly after the next balance patch, which is probably early next week. And hopefully we get some cool, exciting news to celebrate 10 years of Hearthstone, because the game, I think, like that tweet said, the game is not dying. It's doing just fine. We just need, you know, for Blizzard to realize that and give it the love and care and treat its employees and all that stuff the way it should be. Anyways, let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comments down below. I got a gameplay video scheduled for later today. Reno Thal Paladin, really cool deck, so stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.